today's queens of comedy.
You gonna cry?
I'm not gonna cry.
You're crying now!
To the shocking world of Game of Thrones. Get ready for some of the biggest laughs and biggest secrets revealed this month on the Movie Network. Everybody's favorite a cappella group, the Bard and Bellas, are back. And this time, Becca and the ladies are going global.
They're gonna look at us, Team USA, and be like, why is the most talented one Australian?
Reprising her role as an a cappella judge, funny lady Elizabeth Banks makes her directorial debut, and based on the audience response, it's no surprise she'll be back behind the lens for Pitch Perfect 3.
Amy, your pitch for anal test her waters, I like it.
Thank you.
Amy Schumer's turned oversharing into an art, and this past summer, the comedian made her big screen debut in the hilariously filthy comedy Trainwreck.
You go down on me too much.
What?
You act like it's for me, but really it's just to show how great you are.
So I shouldn't go down on you as much?
Don't try and spin this as a way to not go down on me as much. That's ridiculous. Of course I want you to go down on me that much.
Unfortunately, I don't drink or have as much sex as Amy in the movie. I wish.
No longer unknown to the public, Schumer can't hide from the growing spotlight.
I would walk outside and nobody would recognize me, except for like the guy who sells like hot dogs in my corner. And now it's like, people are like, Amy, and I'm like, yeah? Like, I think they're thrown by how much I'm like, yes?
You never spend the night. What were you, blackout drunk?
No, I was sober. I had like 2 drinks, 3 max, 4 now that I'm tallying.
Because you're on antibiotics or something?
Director Judd Apatow was so impressed when he heard Schumer doing an interview on the radio that he immediately wanted to work with the comedian. But Schumer's first stab at a script, which included her playing a used car salesman, was rejected by the director. What she delivered next was pure box office success.
Okay? Did I get it?
Next, she can throw a punch, lead a high-speed chase, and blow stuff up, all while making us double over. And with The Boss and this summer's upcoming Ghostbusters all-female reboot, Melissa McCarthy continues her reign as comedy box office queen.
You really think you're ready for the field?
Damn it! Who puts a roof on a scooter? What are you, the Pope?
Not one to shy away from doing some of her own stunts,
Mother Butler!
McCarthy trained in the Filipino martial arts practice called Cali.
I've always done a lot of physical stuff, but this is my first real action stuff, and I loved it.
Her training for this film prepped her for her role in one of the most highly anticipated films coming out this summer.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh. Did you want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time.
From the chuckles to the shocks, season 6 of Game of Thrones is almost here.
There's some really, really interesting big things coming up.
They did it. They topped the last series.
Season 6 is definitely 10 times more shock.
We are sinful creatures. We deserve death. We all do.
E-Talk's Devin Soltendieck was in London with the cast to find out what's coming up in a season that finds a series moving beyond author George R.R. Martin's fantasy novels for the first time.
It's got a trend on Twitter. I think it'll be better because the fans literally don't know nothing.
Now the people who read the books can get involved in the water cooler moments because they're as much surprised as the people who hadn't.
I love hearing what fans have to say, what book readers have to say, what cast members have to say. And I think it's so interesting that you can have so many discussions with so many different people who are all rooting for different characters and all have totally different outcomes to how they think that this show is going to end.
You know, people who've read the books, myself included, always used to be able to say like, well, you just wait and see, I know what's coming around the corner. But now there's no way of knowing, and that's really exciting for everyone involved, I think.
The long night is coming. And the dead come with it.
Always shrouded in mystery, Game of Thrones has raised the bar for shocking deaths, indiscriminately killing off its most popular characters. But if the cast could choose, who would they save and who would they kill?
You've got to save one, you've got to kill one. Cersei Lannister or Ramsay Bolton?
Yeah,
Save
Ramsay
Cersei.
is beyond any kind of...
Who would save Ramsay?
I would save Ramsay.
Not just because he's so evil. It's like,
You need that to balance the world out.
yeah.
Fair enough.
I'd save Cersei and kill Ramsay, but I'd only save Cersei so it's like a plot a really good way to kill her.
Kill Ramsay, save your mum.
Vice versa.
Okay. All right. High Sparrow or Melisandre?
Save High Sparrow because he's
Sitting right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Kill Melisandre.
definitely.
Oh, that's a good one.
Melisandre's got to go, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's done some nasty things.
It's easy for me.
It's easy for me too, actually.
I'd kill Melisandre. And hold on to
him. But
It's not me. I'm not High
option.
Sparrow. I'd kill him. I'm not even part of the option that she'd kill me.
The season 5 finale saw the death of 6 characters, one of which could mark the show's greatest character loss yet. And for season 6, things continue to get bigger, darker, and more action-packed.
Are you afraid? You should be. You're in the great game now, and the great game is terrifying.
Give us a bit of a refresher. At the end of season 5, going into season 6, where do we find your character?
He's definitely in more of an assertive place. Doesn't mean that things aren't still going to be horrible for him, but you know, he's definitely making his own decisions, which is a new thing for him.
We've had a year off in the cave.
We're still in the cave.
Still in the cave. Poor Mira has been twiddling her thumbs.
Getting pretty bored of the cave.
Yeah.
While Bran has been taking magic lessons from Mr. Treeman, Three-Eyed Raven.
There's just so much change in the lives of both of our characters because of the passing of Stannis. So there's huge change in these guys' lives, and we perhaps influence what's happening in this new season quite a bit. Perhaps, without saying anything.
Coming into this series, she's still very much clueless and cannot function properly without her eyes. She gets a lot better at using her other senses, and it comes in handy in the future.
We are sinful creatures. We deserve death. We all do.
One way or another, the gift will be given. One way or another, a face will be added to the whole.
Season 6 of Game of Thrones is sure to keep fans on the edge of their seats. Don't forget to catch the series premiere April 24th on HBO Canada. For eTalk Movie Moments, I'm Liz Trenier.